We're just about a week away from inauguration. Today's the last session for the 23rd.
Yeah.
Just generally, how has the last term been for you?
It's been, of course, it's always stressful whenever you're in economic slum. So we try to work together with the Senate and all the other stakeholders, of course, including the administration, in finding ways to keep the boat afloat, but also to get the ship sailing forward. It's been a challenge. One of our main industries, of course, tourism. It's not where we would like it to be, but we were very fortunate also with the military now making use of one of our islands. Of course, we're referring to the sister island of Tinian. So those investments by the military, is somewhat providing for that slack that we have. While even though our tourism numbers are low, we still see visitors coming in. Of course, on the government financial side of things, one of the probably unpopular things that we did was allow for that $15 million line of credit, but it's also to help with the construction of our infrastructures, our roads, etc. And of course, that thing will be paid off by the grants that are coming in. It's really sad to see our people go into austerity measures, but they're necessary. We are looking forward to passing, hopefully, sooner than later, as soon as we get sworn in, a revised budget so that 80-hour full-time work schedule will be in place at least for the rest of the fiscal year. Of course, I created that special committee. Well, I was off island when that happened, but I had the Vice Speaker create that special committee to look into the, I don't know how they pronounce the acronyms, FADFR, Federal Assistant Disaster Relief, and the boost stuff. And I know that's been kind of on the quiet part, but we were able to get, I think it was 3 of the people that we subpoenaed to be, charge them in contempt. Of course, that's going through the legal process, and I think the committee, maybe if you want to interview some of the members, I think it was kind of like let's wait and see how this is going to go. But the process in the court is a different process than here, so we're kind of waiting to see how that goes. Of course, it's been out on the news that some members, present and in the past, have been subpoenaed to provide some kind of testimony for that case. But overall, it's challenging, but it's like they say, it's a good headache. We love what we do in terms of serving the public, and although some of the choices or decisions that we make may not be popular, it's not coming from a place with bad intentions.
And I know in the next legislature for the House, you have 3 new members coming in because Floor Leader Probst won't be here. Camacho and Castro.
And Castro, yes.
And so, are you poised to be the next House Speaker yourself?
We've the news was out. We did have a caucus, and I've been very fortunate and blessed to be given that honor again to serve as Speaker of the House. I kind of put that out in the open for any member interested, but I guess, they're satisfied at least with how I run the House.
And so, what are your main goals heading into this next legislature?
Well, again, the main thing again on everybody's checklist is always the economy. Any way we can somehow provide that spark again that's going to light that fire to get our economy going is one thing we're always looking for. And we also stand ready to work together with all the other stakeholders to make sure that, again, the boat stays afloat. Tourism is not a guaranteed thing. It's cyclical. Right now it's on a down cycle, but we hope to see that up cycle. And we've had legislation also introduced here on the House to kind of streamline the process of starting up a business and maybe looking at some kind of incentives. Of course, some of those legislations did not move, but it's worth trying again. Yeah.
All right. Any message to the community? I know we'll be hearing a lot from you guys next week, right?
Yeah. So this session coming up at 2:00 will be our Sine Die, which is our last session. Within the next week, there's going to be a transition process for the new members coming in. We have our inauguration on the 13th at 10. My message to the community is, at least on behalf of the House, for the members that have been re-elected or elected for the first time, we thank you for your vote of confidence and your support, and rest assured that although public service and making decisions on policies may be unpopular, we are doing our best, and it's coming from a place of good intentions to improve the quality of life here in the CNMI.